Meow! Hello everybody and welcome back to Squid Junction 44. My name is Matt and I'm here with Nitra. I just butchered that, I'm so sorry. We're gonna be commentating the second half of Squid Junction 44 with our next matchup being our winners finals matchup, Nightmare versus Comet.
Right, and of course with Nightmare vs Comet, I mean, we saw what Comet had in store for us. These four players, they took it back and ran at it from the loser side of things and coming back into now the winners finals, and you cannot wait to see what they're up against. A rerun of their previous fight.
This is definitely a really high level matchup. Both of these teams incredibly skilled players. I've seen a lot of these guys play before, and I'm really excited to see them up against each other. This is going to be a very intense set, and whoever wins this will go off to grand finals and will be even in a better spot. So these teams really got to give it their all. Both of them, again, high level teams. And starting off on Zone's Manta, what do you think about that one?
I mean, we saw what happened the last time we had Zone's Manta, right? It was a pretty chaotic scene, to say the least. It was just a very, very tight-packed area that they were able to try and slowly control and inch their way forward. But each time you do that, you just have to be so aware of what's going on around you. Like, I think that's the one thing that people need to look out for in this current match, which is, hey, where are my teammates and how am I positioning myself to go into the zones?
Both teams have to be aware of just that upper grates area. You know, you get like such a nice view of the entire match. You get this map where you're able to see where everybody is. And you have control over both zones. That's what's really key to winning on this map. Making sure you have space to paint both of the zones. Making sure you have both of those little side bits. We're jumping right into this match. So let's see what these comps are. And I love the ball point. The ball point's really going to be good here. And followed up we have a double splash and a gal lineup from the side of Comet.
Right, it's beautiful to see, like you said, the splatling as well, the ballpoint splatling, right? A very strong weapon to just anchor down all of that space that needs to be turfed. I mean, look at that, already on the side of Comet here. We're just trying to push it in, but we see an immediate takeover coming in from the ballpoint splatling, able to control the area just almost immediately, but taken out just like that.
And right away, they're going to be losing control there. 2 down on the side of Nightmare. We do see that the popped crab stuff trying to get out of there. Making sure they don't get taken out, but they are going to get taken out there. And they're just trying to paint over their zone, making sure they have enough coverage. And we see Zero trying to take control of that flat area, trying to get whatever control they can. But we do see Joe and Palu popping that jet, and the Kraken pops on the side of Comet. And they're trying to take out anybody they can now.
Yeah, this jet was a very beautiful one, but just a little bit off course there, not hitting its mark. But they were able to try and lock them down and ensure that Comet is not able to hold out to their point.
Now they're painting up there. We might see a lockout from Nightmare.
Oh, no.
All gets taken out there, but takes out Palu before going down. But Nightmare is able to cap that zone, and they have the crab ready to defend themselves. So Comet has to think of a way to push in here. They're going to be taking that lead there, and we do see the machine taking up that plat. And they have the Booyah Bomb ready, and they are ready to defend the Krab's Pop. They're trying to make sure Comet has nowhere to move in, but Comet, they have their specials, and they are popping them, and they are trying to push in.
Oh, here we go. The first special of the day coming in hot here is the Tri-Strike. And of course, we do have a response coming in very soon from the machine, but to no avail, getting knocked out just like that. Nightmare lost one of its only specials on the board, giving Comet a free raid onto the flat zones.
We now see the gal taking control. They're trying to get whatever picks up they can here. Comet has the zone. It wasn't too big of a push up on Palu coming in right with the inkjet jump scare. Taking out, that's now 2 down on the side of Comet. 3 down on the side of Comet, and we could see a wipeout here. Nightmare able to lock them out, taking the zone right away, giving them a 17 penalty, and now trying to get control of their base.
I mean, to their namesake, Nightmare really gave them a scare of the inkjet, like you said, and that was beautifully done and executed by them, coming in from the corner of the box right here, and they're just able to take them. I was like, Stock now trying to move in, and let's just see how they play out with the crab.
They have that Kraken on the zone. They're trying to just throw them off a lot. So many people are going down here, and Nightmare!
Oh no!
Nightmare, and Comet takes the zone, and they're going to be taking that area to try to charge up the specials, and they take their plat. They are ready to defend with their lives, and the machine coming in. They're trying to pick up the guy, but it's not going to work. The machine gets taken out. Zero staying so well on that machine, not letting Nightmare move at all is really key here. And that's going to allow them to take the lead here. But with 2 minutes, not much score has been permitted. But we do see the specials being popped there. Stock goes down. And this is the chance for Nightmare to push back in.
No, they still have the splash, and that is going to be the key maker of this next skirmish. They have to pop it out at just the right time. Clear out deal was such a beautiful tactic there to clear and move forward. Let's see how Miner pushes forward against the crab though, and he's having a little bit of a struggle here. Lightly playing it out, and ooh, just from the corner there.
They're gonna get taken out, but they still keep that zone there. Stock on the zone, the ball point trying to take him out there, and they take out one of them. And this can be huge here. Stock trying to just buy them time. Another goes down, and Stock is trying to but the pollute trade is gonna be huge. And Nightmare still keeping on that zone. Zero is trying to paint that they don't want them to take the lead, but they are gonna get taken. He had the Booyah Bomb there already, and there's that pop there. Trying to throw that on the zone, give him whatever they can. The crab is popped. They are trying to move in whatever they can. The machine goes down. The crab is popped on the side of Nightmare. They are frantically trying to get the stuff back. There comes the tri-strikes. We could see a cap on the zone there, and there it is.
There we go.
Comet is able to take back that zone.
You know, I was going to say that the Booyah Bomb was such a big misplay. That it was such a weird timing for them to go in. Nobody's in position, but they were able to hold on just long enough to allow that to just go into fruition, right? Following with the tri-strike, and that just gave them the zone control. Look at that point, they're going down. They've lost control, but it's not over just yet. A beautiful pick from the Blue.
Zero being able to take down the ball point is going to be huge for these last few seconds. Shoot on the side of Nightmare. This could be huge. They're taking the zone. Their penalty is up, and they're going to get really short of the points. Down to 2v2. And it really comes down to this. The points are taking.
No!
Comet takes the lead.
They popped it out. They popped it out.
The Booyah Bomb's popped. Palu's trying to paint over it. Joe gets taken out. This is going to be huge. Shoot down on the side of Nightmare.
This is looking really good for Comet here. They just need to hold their ground here. But with an inkjet coming in here, all they need to do is just make sure they tough it back out. Nicely done. And Comet is going to seal the first game of their winners finals.
What an amazing back-to-back game we just saw. Those
Tell me about it.
Head to head, and we saw how crucial that pick was that Zero took out Palu, because Palu could have gotten a lot of picks with that jet, and they could have let Nightmare moved in and lock out Comet completely, but Zero was able to take him out just in time. And with the 2 down and the penalty up, it was only a matter of time until Comet was able to take the lead there. That being their game 1, a very, very great start for Comet, and Nightmare has a little work they got to do if they want to take this set home.
I mean, it was very obvious from the start there that the ballpoint splatling was the very weapon that was giving them so much trouble. Comet had no way to challenge against that high rate of fire and turfing ability. And you can see that very clearly. Even with the fizzy bomb coming in as well, they were able to get inkjet almost up immediately. But as you saw yourself, Phony comes around the corner and picks out the ballpoint splatting just like that. And what can they do? They have no control. The anchor is down and out for the count. They were able to just clean up and keep going at it on the zones. Almost for the majority of the game, 60% of the map was onto the favor of Comet, and Nightmare just didn't have a space to, like, budge in.
So now it's just, they were able to lock them out so perfectly. And as you said before, the space on this map matters so much because it's a double zone. Those zones are so small, it's so easy to cap compared to the bigger zones, and they were able to paint over it perfectly. Not allowing Nightmare to gain a lot of points on them was really key if they wanted to take that home, and they were able to do exactly that. And moving on to Clamblitz on Scorch Gorge, they're going to have to do that again. They do not want Nightmare to get any space, and if Comet can really do that, if Comet can lock Nightmare out, they can take this game home. But Nightmare is not going to let them have that easily.
Well, you know what? Whenever I do these kind of things, I do believe in the elusive game 5. I mean, I want there to be a good match here, back and forth a little bit. And with that being said, I mean, we did see Nightmare prior fighting against Comet, and this is their time to just, knock it back out of the park.
So now, I mean, such a great match we're seeing here. Clamblitz on Scorch Gorge next. I know, as you said before, that game 5. We love seeing game 5. We love intense team rivalries. That's what we want to see here, and that's what we really want to show. Splatoon competitive is just amazing. We want to see how these teams can go head to head against each other now these teams are readying up. This match is going to be huge. It's going to be really decided to see if Comet can really take this home, or if they're going to really have to work for it.
Yep, I mean, what else can I say, right? I mean, we're just gonna go into the game and figure out how this will play out. We do see Haluk switching out right there. Not the ballpoint splatting this time, but a little fan favorite.
That's gonna be great. We see that knot. The knot's gonna be huge on this map. And we do see the Kraken coming out again from Comet. The Kraken is such a good pick for Clam because you're able to just keep those clams on you.
Ooh, nice.
And right away we do see the machine going down there. And right away Nightmare getting the doubles.
Baloo!
Taking out Joe. They are not letting them have it so easily. Able to back out in time, but they really don't want Nightmare to take too much control over them.
And all I've got to say is, Comet, what was those specials? The Kraken and the Crab. Those were not the right time to use it. They were 2 down and they were trying to make something work, but that was not the play.
And now we do see that Splash taking control of top, but they get the pick off of Joe, and they get the Gal gets taken out there. Storm gets taken out by Pony, and now Comet is just desperately trying to keep control. They have that clam there, but the Splash going down there, they really need to keep control here. There comes that Crab. They're trying to... They need to pick up whoever they can if they want to push in here. 2 down on the side of Nightmare, and this is a chance for Comet to really start pushing up.
This is their chance. I mean, look at it. They're already piling up. Pony showing them where it's at, and this is the first of many goals coming in. The Crab is now being locked on and trying to hold them back. Stock's unable to go in, but look at the Kraken just making his way out and saying, see ya later.
They're trying to push in here. They get a few more clams in. Nightmare doesn't want them to get as many clams here, and obviously getting... There comes that Booyah Bomb. They want to keep up their push. More clams here.
More clams in.
Huge here. The time is taking. They're just keep throwing clams in, but now it's time for them to push back. But they pop the Crab, trying to get whatever picks that they can. And that's going to be huge here. We get taken out 2 down on the side of Comet. That's going to end off their push, but able to get down to 53 is a great start for Comet.
Honestly, the Crab was a little bit wasted, but I think that little bit of coverage that they got just from the Crab might just be enough to help them like reposition and hold back for the team. And honestly, if that's the case, you didn't get anyone down, let's take it for the win. And now we do see Stock moving up to the point here, and let's see how he's going to play around this mid area.
We do see that Kraken coming in. They're trying to just throw them off there. Blue gets taken out there. But Nightmare really wants them out of their base there, and that's what they're really trying to do there. They're rocking out that Crab is going to be huge for them. But they throw down the tri-strikes, trying to make as much space as possible. There comes a push in, but the Splash takes them out. That's going to be huge there. Joe, even to get that pick. No, they're going to be... I'm sorry. They're going to be trying to push in their 3 down on the side of Nightmare and Comet. It's a chance for another push to come in.
Man, hold me, they're going it again. It's not fair. It's not fair. They push and they push. 31 is going down. 29, 23. They're not letting us down. It is so far in, and that was only 2 push total. They still have to wait for the special if they want to try and respond to anything. But it looks like Nightmare might really be facing one of their greatest fears here.
3 down on the side of Comet, and this is Nightmare's time to really start pushing there, but Manta gets taken out. They need to gain control. They have the clams, but they need the specials and they need the map. That's what they really need here. And Joe trying to just hang on, but they're going to keep getting taken out there. That's going to be really bad for them. And Nightmare just has to just stay on this defense, but they can't stay on it too longer. They need to get some kind of push started soon, or else Comet's just going to keep up this pressure, and they're going to take this game here. But Stalk getting taken out there. This is Nightmare's chance to really start pushing in here. They have that Crab there. And now it's time for them to push in there. There comes that Booyah Bomb, and this is the point for them to push.
Is this the 3rd one? No! Oh no! Stalk goes in for it. This is again a chance for them to take a return. Nightmare might have a chance at this, but one by one they're falling. 2 down now. Stalk. I mean, really, just... Wow! Stock with a triple! He's just walking it down. I see you. I'm gonna stalker you. Bang, bang, bang. And that's it. They break the parry once again. If no one to defend it, this looks like it will be game. But that's not if they have anything to say about it as they try to make a return here. Phony is out for the count. It is not for the fact that he is able to just strafe out. But is that really who you want to focus? Where are the clams coming from? You need to find them. And unfortunately, as we look at the ink economy here, very clearly Comet is in a dominating fashion, you know, continuously getting their lead.
What a great game we just saw from Comet. They were able to put up so much pressure to just not let Nightmare move at all. Nightmare was only able to get a singular clam in that basket. Nightmare was stuck on defense that entire match, and you really don't want that. And as I said right before the match started, they needed the map control, and that's what Comet did. They had that map control, and they were able to use that to their advantage. Not letting Nightmare push at all was really key, and now they only have one more game if they want to take the set. But Nightmare, again, they don't want that. They want to win this game, and they want to start something huge. So Nightmare isn't going to let them have it easy, but Rainmaker on this map is definitely a very interesting map, to say the least.
Well, Matt, you know what? Sincerely, I believe I am an underdog lover. You know what, Nightmare, it's time to take off those limiters, you know? You've been sandbagging a little bit too much. It's time to show Comet what they really are, just a piece of flying rock in space, you know? Give that a little bit of a pushback. We gotta go to our game 5. It is match point for Comet here. Nightmare has to go in for a reverse 3 sweep if they want to make this work. And on 3 different modes, it's gonna be hard. They did not do so well in splat zones initially, you know, having very you know, hard time moving around the area and not giving them a lot of space to work with how Comet was playing. So I believe that might be the one linchpin in this entire plan for their reverse sweep here.
And going into this game 3, this is going to be huge. We're sticking with some great comms there with the Gala in the machine and the splashes. Very similar comms, almost mirror. But we do see Nightmare pulling up with the double crab, and we do see Stalk pulling up with the tri-strikes. So tiny bit different, but same idea with these comps there. Nightmare able to get that pop right away, establishing a lot of turf there. Blue with that crab there, and the Kraken coming in there trying to distract them. But Joe sharking, they don't see Joe. This could be huge.
Oh, no.
He drops. Stalk trying to get whatever picks that they can here. Joe gets
Joe's
nicely
done. Beautiful gal right there.
A great pick from them. 2 down from the side of Nightmare. I mean, from Comet. And this is the chance for Nightmare to really start pushing in.
And they already got it to the checkpoint just like that. Beautifully done. That's the first of many though. As they broke to the checkpoint here, it looks like Nightmare is gonna have to be pushed back just a little bit. Comet is now trying to make headways here, but to no avail.
And now down to 51, able to clear that checkpoint's gonna be huge for Nightmare. And now they just have to play defense for a little bit now with Stall Comet out there. 3 down, 2 down, it's just down to a 3v3 now. They're trying to push in there, they want to clear that checkpoint there. They get the trade with Palu, but Miner is able to take him out with the Fizzy Bomb, and that's gonna be huge here. We do see that gal trying to get the pick off Miner, and it's perfect. And they pick up the Rainmaker, and this is a chance for them to clear that checkpoint there. They're trying to jump in, but they clear the checkpoint. 2 downs on the Nightmare, and Comet is pushing in strong.
Wow, but here's the thing. Remember, Comet is the one who actually did get the checkpoint second, and so they're in the back foot here. They had to push this in if they want to take a lead, and honestly, 33, not a really bad spot to stop at, especially when you have the advantage here to break that Rainmaker. Nicely done. Look at that space that they have control right now as they push in with the tri-strike. This might be game if it weren't for the fact they've got all their specials up and ready to respond.
Nightmare able to take him out just before that KO is going to be crucial for them. They do not want the Rainmaker in the spot. They want it to reset. They don't want Comet anywhere near this because they know how strong Comet's pushes really are. Letting it reset is going to be crucial here. We do see the machine going down there.
Oh, do they not want this?
There goes the Rainmaker, and they have the Crab, they have the Booyah Bomb, and they have the Whale Storm popping it perfectly. But no, the cow running up behind, I mean not the cow, Zoc running up behind them, taking out another one. It's going to be huge. Or 2 down on the side of Nightmare, and Comet is able to keep up the pressure.
Ooh, and here we go. It looks like you're gonna take another swing at it. Comet has the advantage here. They don't have to do anything with the Rainmaker. Just letting it sit down there till it expires, or just before they come in for the next sweep here. Nightmare needs to push in with whatever special they got. They have the machine and the splash both on standby. 2 crabs, and of course, you know what they say about the machine.
Yep, and now 2 down, 1 down on the side of Comet. Nightmare wants to push in, but Comet is just applying so much pressure, and it's so scary to see what they can really do here. Nightmare has the Booyah Bomb ready, and they're gonna use that to their advantage. There comes.
Oh, here we go. Miner's going in.
And there comes that crab there. Nightmare wants to push in strong. The splash goes down there, and they are pushing in. They have the map. They have that control that they need here, and they're gonna be taking him that Rainmaker. Joe coming, running, getting another big 2 down. The crab pops on Comet, trying to take him out there, but Joe notices it, shreds it. Palu on the Rainmaker, staying alive is gonna be huge. Throwing whatever they can at it. They want to get as many points as possible. They're trying to push in there. 1 down instead of Comet respawning. The tri-strikes coming in. They're throwing them off a little bit. But the gal goes down. This is the chance for Nightmare to take the lead.
There's only one way they can go though. Nightmare doesn't have any other place to move around the area, so they have to make this push work. It has a hard, narrow line right now. Look at it. Another tri-strike coming in, and they have to return this area. It's going to go back and forth over and over again. They need to make sure they're clear on their flanks, as we do see Joe coming from the back here to try and help and assist with that push, but to no avail.
They get stopped right before taking the lead. Such a close lead, though. Storm
5
having
points.
to back up, but at this, for a second, Comet was really feeding into Nightmare, and then they noticed, yo, you know what? We gotta stay here with our specials. That's how we're gonna win this game, and they know that, and they have the crowd, and they're ready to defend that Rainmaker with their lives. They want to take this set, and I know Nightmare is not gonna let them have it easy. They want to push in, and they want to win this next match. With Joe sharking, they see Joe just in time, though.
No, Joe, that was it. But oh, they still have 30 seconds. They can still mount another assault here. You know, if Joe doesn't take notice of his flanking, might be it. But 2 down inside of Nightmare. Look at that Booyah Bomb again. You're talking about sharking? Yeah, he's very close by.
3 down on the side of Nightmare. This is huge here with just 15 seconds left. Comet keeps this Rainmaker in their grasp. And if they really want, they can pick up now. Pony takes him out. We do see Pillu coming in, Joe coming in, but they can't get it in time. And with the jumps coming in there, they just can't kill the Rainmaker in time. And Comet, with the 3-0, are going to be heading into Squid Junction Grand Finals.
No, you hate to see it, man. Nightmare had it going right there at the very end, and it just lacked that little bit of the oomph to make it to like the next game and push potentially into a reverse sweep here. Honestly, it's time to sleep with the Fishes, Nightmare. You're going home for tonight, but not without a solid placing here.
An amazing game, and Comet takes the 3-0 against Storm. I mean, Nightmare, and that's going to be huge going into these next few matches. Nightmare still has a chance, though. Nightmare, if they can get through winner's bracket, I mean, I keep confusing these, I'm so sorry. If they can get through loser's bracket, they have another chance of fighting Comet, so they're not going down so easily. And they made it so far in this tournament that they still have a chance to keep going. But Comet staying so dominant, getting into grand finals is huge for them.
Right, indeed. And of course, I mean, I think you know what match is coming up next, but I'm not sure what we're gonna hold on to now. Are we going in for a break here, or are we just going straight into it? Can you help us check on that?
Let's see.
Alright, so I'm getting... it looks like Squid Commando, DJM has summoned me and has told me that we will be jumping to a short break. So hold on right here with us. We're gonna get the teams ready as we get in. Matt, do you have any closing words for this section first?
Yeah. Also, good job, teams.
Let's get it.
Wait, that was doing one singular bomb?
Triple right
Excuse
there,
me?
and it's not gonna help them. That's a wipeout, and of course this means Chewit, that Rainbow is yours for taking.
They get one of the power clams in. They're gonna try and
Two
get
of
that
the
second.
power clams.
They get a second. They got a third in. That is the KO.
3 down as well. Shock Reef are and the double Kraken. Spin it. Spin the Kraken on tower. Get the checkpoint. They don't even need to. They gotta stay on this. There's people coming from all sides. Who's gonna be able to stay on it? No, Robin Tomodachi is able to get back onto it.
Surf's up! It's high time for another Tropical Throwdown. Join us June 10th at 1 PM Eastern for your shot at a chunk of the $200 prize pool. Whether you're a squid or a kid, players of all skill and division are welcome. Take this chance at competing with the best players in competitive Splatoon. In celebration of Pride Month, we will be fundraising for a charitable project during the event. We'll see you on the shores.
Splatoon Stronghold, a stronghold for competitive Splatoon, providing resources to long-timers and newcomers alike. If you're new to the competitive scene or still figuring out how to join, we have a getting started guide and plenty of other resources to help you in your journey. If you are a seasoned veteran, we still have plenty to offer. You can find and join tournaments as well as participate in our Captain Forum and find free agents and teams. Our mission is to make competitive Splatoon easily accessible to everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join the Splatoon Stronghold today!